Hi, welcome to Mosaic Arts Online. I'm Dianne Sonnenberg. I've been fascinated with mandalas since the beginning of my mosaic career. I've taught mandala design courses for many years, and they've become some of my most popular techniques. This course stands on the shoulders of my first one and is an enhancement of the original Mosaic Mandala Design 1.0. In this course, you will delve deeper into your design work and explore many ways to add meaning to your work. As my work has evolved through the years, I've developed additional techniques. I will share new methods and skills I've added to my own repertoire. I begin this course with a review from my Mosaic Mandala Design 1.0. I cover many of the design skills and techniques that you will use here. I also review concepts from sacred geometry, which has fascinated me throughout my career. When I discovered that the mathematical properties were actually developed from nature, it clicked in my brain and I've never looked back. It changed my entire perspective in art and in life. In this course, I'll start with a PowerPoint presentation, sharing some of my work in relationship to how mandala designs can have even more depth and meaning. I'll share 3 ways to create your original design before you start your mosaic process. I will be using mostly natural materials to create the mandala in this course. I've chosen these materials based on a recent mosaic mandala I created called Nokomis, or Grandmother Earth. You will watch me work in real time as I create using specific materials and adhesives for each part of this mandala. I will share many ways that I add meaning to my mosaic, including embedding sacred medicine from my indigenous culture. Creating mandalas is a very personal process. You may choose to follow along with me and create a similar piece, or choose to create one that reflects your artistic voice. With the techniques I teach in this course, you will gain the skills and the confidence to create original styles of mosaic mandala designs. I've included in this course a PDF for download of the suggested tools, materials, and resources. Let's get started.
Dianne, thank you so much for coming to Mosaic Arts Online again and bringing this just phenomenal course. I am so excited for our community to really get to dive into this. So before we get started, tell me a little bit about where this spark of creativity and real passion for mandalas comes from in your work.
Sure, I'd be happy to. I created my first mandala accidentally and then delved into the subject matter and became just fascinated. Mandalas have become very popular recently, so I had a lot of subject matter to offer and learn from, and I approach the topic a little bit differently in my class so that people who take my course get a real opportunity to learn the skills and the confidence, really,
Yes.
to create their own original work.
Originals and continue to do it. And that's part of it, is you're not just giving them a circle and some materials and saying, let's do this in a kind of symmetrical way. This is the piece from your original course, which is Mosaic Mandala Design 1.0.
Right.
This is what you watch Dianne make from start to finish, which is just awe-inspiring, if you ask me, because I fell in love while watching you create it. But so tell me about, there is some geometry in this, but it is all put in very simple terms, as you do for this course. But what else comes from this, sacred geometry?
Well, with geometry, even though it's regimented and
Mathematical.
Don't
worry.
There's something very organic about it and very natural about the process. And I really do tell people, don't worry about the math or perfect symmetry. It's absolutely not required, and it's not the scary kind of math.
No. And your PowerPoint presentations are so beautiful with the photos that you add. And how how this course really does have this level of kind of depth and meaning for you. And talk a little bit about why you created this and how it's inspired actually from this piece here, right?
Yes.
So what was like kind of the inspiration to grab these materials? Because we know that you came with a limited amount.
I did. I did. And I did not come with the materials that I used to create that piece, which for me, it's a medicine shield. I'm Anishinaabe, Indigenous American, and I've been exploring my culture recently in my work. And what I created with this piece, which I call Nokomis, or Grandmother Earth, is a piece that I felt represented Mother Earth as our protector. And I wanted to convey that in the work I did for this course, but have it be done in a different way and show people how you can use the materials specifically to reflect a very deep meaning and have it be more organic and
meaningful. And yet there's lots of mosaic techniques in this that you teach, which are important with Apoxie Sculpt and thin set and using the right tools. But also, you know, it's very satisfying and gratifying that it can be completed in, would you say, a short period of time?
Yes, absolutely. This mosaic was designed to be completed within a few days, perhaps, or a week if you don't have a whole lot of time on your hands.
It's not 6 weeks like this one, but this style that you could follow along and do very similarly or choose, you know, your own design or materials to go. But it is very achievable in, you know, and in a reasonable amount of time.
Absolutely. And like Tammy mentioned, I do also provide you with a lot of tips and techniques and ways to work with the materials, the adhesives, and the tools. And I'm introducing the Seabell mosaic nippers in this course.
Yes, they're making their debut, and I'm sure you will hear and see more about those in the coming months. So I cannot thank you enough for bringing this course to Mosaic Arts Online. I know people are just going to fall in love with it like I have.
Thank you, Tammy. And I just want to mention to finish up that the process of making a mandala is the real joy and the real satisfaction. The fact that you get something in the end to show off is just an added bonus.
I totally agree. There is something very therapeutic and meditative about making these mandalas. And as you can see, you can go in so many different directions. So yes, thank you so much for bringing all of this here.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Thanks, Tammy.
Absolutely.